I get asked all the time, how the heck do you run a multiple six-figure business with two little kids while you're traveling, speaking, going to conferences, showing up live so often? How do you do it without losing your mind? And I get asked about this idea of balance and business. Is it actually possible? Well, today on our Monetize Your Live show, I shared several tips so that you can find balance in your business. And a lot of it has to do with structure that you're going to have behind the scenes. So I'm going to give you the tips that we shared over on Twitch right now here on YouTube. All right, so how do you find balance with your business and your life? And is it even possible? So I'm going to say right now, I don't know if it's actually possible, but there are definitely strategies that you can use to be able to feel like more of a human. And honestly, there was a good year of my life when I did not feel human. I was totally burnt out. I was super tired. I was working till like 2 a.m. every day. I had no boundaries. It was a ridiculous time. It was an awesome time because our business grew a lot during that time, but I've realized that that is not the way to actually be able to sustain business growth. So we've made major changes and I'm going to share them with you right now. The first one is take your community behind the scenes. So if you are trying to appear perfect and put together and exactly on time and everything is perfect at all times, you're going to crack, like for reals. So I love to do videos without any makeup on while I'm putting my makeup on. I love to do videos where things are kind of sloppy, kind of messy on purpose, intentionally. I love to share that, hey, like in our 5-day challenge, one of the emails said, we'll be live right around 9 a.m. I may be a few minutes late because I have little kiddos at home and I may have a Cheerio in my hair. So I use it not in a way to be like, oh, feel sorry for me because I have to do all this stuff to get my kids ready for school. I do it in a way where it's like fun and it makes it part of my brand. We do the same thing with spelling mistakes. I purposely spell things wrong in a lot of my trainings when I'm talking so that I can say, if you find grammatical errors or spelling mistakes other places, it's going to be okay. For me, this is really about allowing yourself to release the need to be perfect and really develop that human one-on-one connection, which will allow you to have more balance in your life. You'll be more human in everything that you do because you won't be so stressed out about being perfect. First tip. Second tip is give yourself some systems. When it comes to going live, we had so many people today on our show over on Twitch that shared that they don't end up going live because they feel that they need to clean their house a little bit more. Maybe they need to polish their silver. Maybe all of a sudden, every mirror in the house needs to be cleaned before I go live. No, if you use systems that allow you to go live quickly, like Be Live TV, which is the tool that I'm using right now, which I love so much. It allows you to do things like this. Right? So you can actually prepare an agenda ahead of time. You can set up a pre-scheduled Facebook Live ahead of time. We have so many systems, not only about going live, but also just everything that we do in our business that allow us to be able to show up and get things done efficiently and quickly so that then we can turn off and have more time with our families, more time with our friends, more time with ourselves, right? Here's another little tip about the calendar is you want to make sure that you're putting big rocks in first. And we talked about this just a little bit over on Twitch. Today, I'm going to give you right now a little bit more actually. So the big rocks need to go in first. That means family for me goes in first. You have to know what your number one priority is. If you have priorities, you don't have any priorities, right? Priorities are not a thing. It's your priority. What's number one? For me, it's the family stuff goes in the calendar first. Then after that, and actually, maybe I should switch this, but self-care needs to go in your calendar. I have a giant block of time every single Wednesday that says, do not book anything. I do my video for Be Live. I follow up. I have a meeting with my team and then I do not book anything. That's the day that I use so that I can go get my hair colored. I can go to get a massage. I can go to the grocery store. I have Wednesday afternoons. Every single Wednesday afternoon, I have it blocked off so that I can actually be a human being. And I love Michael Hyatt actually said, he put his priorities in action and his priorities, this is a long time ago, but his priorities were the first thing for Michael Hyatt was actually God. So he put his spiritual connection above everything else. Then his second priority was himself, not his family, himself, because he recognized if he didn't take care of himself, he would not be able to be there for his family. And the third thing on his list of importance was then his family. And he was like, I may get flack for not putting my family first, but really I know if I don't, it's like that oxygen mask thing. If you don't take care of yourself first, you cannot take care of anyone else. So really good, really, really, really good. Okay. So we've talked about letting yourself release the need to be perfect. We've talked about setting systems in place, right? Like an agenda, pre-scheduled videos. There's so many other systems we can talk about, but make sure you have systems in place so that you're able to show up and do things efficiently and in a quick, awesome manner, right? The third thing is make sure that you get your big rocks in first. If you don't have your big rocks in first, it becomes really difficult to actually set those boundaries. And then I'm going to give you one last little twist of a tip. We talked about things like cruise ships. So for me, a cruise ship is an awesome way to set a boundary because I personally have a hard time with setting on and off work time. Like I'm much better at it than I used to be. But, if I have normal working hours, if you set actual working hours because you're actually building a business, you actually have a business, you are not just a person who is like a slave to every other thing in your work. This is your business, which is set here to allow you to have freedom. Set working hours, turn your dang phone off, be with the humans that are in your life. And for me, one of the best ways to do that is to book a cruise because Wi-Fi is really bad on cruise ships. So you actually can't be as consistent as well, not even be as consistent. You can't actually be on call all the time, right? It allows you to actually take time off, pull away, set your phone down, turn things off, communicate with your community, communicate with your clients, let them know, hey, I'm taking this time off, and then actually take it, right? You have to recognize that in order for you to be able to serve your clients, your community, the best that you can, you have to prioritize being a human first. Yeah. And if this is difficult for you, work with somebody to help you do it. So this is something we talk about a lot in our GLAM program. If you're interested in our GLAM program, I will post a link in the description of this video. If you're watching this live right now, because we are actually live while I'm recording this, if you're watching this live on Twitch, comment below with the word GLAM and I will get in touch with you about that. But really, it's one of the things that we talk about in our GLAM program is you cannot be focused on revenue, visibility, systems, and impact, which are our main pillars, without making sure that you're a human first. You have to make sure that you're taking care of who you are in your life if you want to actually build a business that you can sustain. Yeah. All right. So today I challenge you, go look at your calendar. And when you look at your calendar, if you have no space for yourself and you can't add it in, go like 3 weeks out and start blocking it off on a recurring basis. This is a tip that I got from my friend Diane Halfman. And I was so grateful for this tip because I couldn't find the space in my calendar to set aside time for me, but I went ahead 3 weeks out and the space was there on the calendar. So I started setting recurring tasks on my calendar for me as a human being. Yeah. Okay. I hope this is valuable for you and keep an eye out because we are bringing loads of these little speedy recaps that are coming from our videos over on Facebook, our videos over on Twitch. I love being able to bring these speedy recaps here to you on YouTube. Go out, unlock your inner awesome and elevate it so that you can put more you into your marketing, put more you into the world, attract a flood of leads who want to throw a credit card at your face, and you can change the world. Bye.